How many leadership training programs have you attended that turned out to be busts? Most programs try to cram too much information into a short amount of time that doesn't concisely explain leadership, nor does it give practical advice. This Leadership Essentials course will drop a 1-minute course per day, short, sweet, and to the point. Each day you'll receive a notification that your training is available. Then view the training when it is most convenient to you. Research has shown that micro-training can result in a 25% increase in retaining knowledge and being able to understand concepts 35% quicker than lecture-based models. You will get one course per day. View, digest, talk about it with your team, and then put it in practice. Everyone talks about culture, but what really is it? There are many perceptions of an organizational culture, but few of them provide a practical model. Simplistically, a culture is how an organization behaves, positively and negatively. A useful model looks at culture through 4 lenses: the workplace environment, the processes used, teaming, and leadership. For example, an effective organization may have a workplace environment that supports hybrid work. Their processes are documented and always improving. Their teams treat others with respect, and the leadership values candid conversations. Now, examples of a dysfunctional environment could be that they are always late for meetings, their processes are not written down and rarely followed, the teams engage in extensive gossip, and the leadership doesn't communicate across the organization. Using the culture grid, what are the attributes of your culture? No matter how hard we try, we will never be perfect. This mindset can keep us from receiving feedback and growing into a better version of ourselves. Great teams can give feedback to one another without creating residual issues because the intent is to help and not to criticize. When giving feedback, first ask the person if they are in a mental state to receive it. When they are ready, only give them one piece of feedback at a time to ensure that you are clear and concise with delivering it, and be non-judgmental when you discuss it with the person. What is one piece of feedback that you could share today that would improve your team? In a world full of noise, how do you capture someone's attention and influence their actions? Building rapport is the quickest path to influencing others. Yet, rapport is difficult to establish with strangers and direct reports. The foundation for building rapport is a first impression, which can be difficult to change. The path to building a rapport with employees happens within the first few minutes each day. Being friendly, asking questions, and finding common ground are ways to get that going. Researchers have found that we disclose more to those we share common ground with, even new acquaintances. Try this out tomorrow. Connect with a direct report and start a conversation by asking a few questions not about work. Then find some common ground to build a rapport with them. Have you ever talked with someone, then 5 minutes later you've been unable to recall what the conversation was about? Or have you ever questioned yourself on why you hear people talk but don't understand what they said? Successful leaders can connect with employees. They understand what their direct reports are passionate about. Leaders are also under extreme stress. They must get massive amounts of work done in a short amount of time. This leads to multitasking, which opens them up to passive listening that can result in missed connections. Active listening is not just focusing your attention on the other person, it is also engaging with them. Researchers have found that the top 5% of great listeners do these things. They reduce distractions and put away their devices. They look at their speaker to understand their body language. Then they stay present in the moment and don't jump ahead trying to figure out what they should say next. When you are out speaking with your team, put your devices away. Stay in the moment and focus on what the employee wants to tell you.